Today on CTV News at 5, shots fired this weekend in Waterloo. The investigation underway in a busy area. Plus, workers waiting on wages. The employees still looking for answers after an embattled business goes under. And kicking off the holiday season in Paris, how the community is preparing for the annual Jingle Bell Night. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We begin in Waterloo, where police continue to investigate a weekend shooting in a busy area. It happened early Sunday morning, just before 2 a.m. in the area of Bridgeport Road East and Weber Street North. Waterloo Regional Police say the shots were fired between people in two different vehicles. Investigators believe at least one person was hurt in the incident, but they've yet to locate them. Roads in the area were closed for several hours while the investigation unfolded.
There's been no physical injuries that have been reported at this time. However, investigators believe that one of the involved individuals may have suffered injuries as a result of the shooting incident.
Investigators, along with the Forensic Identification Unit, were on scene Sunday canvassing for witnesses and evidence. Police did not have an update on suspect or vehicle descriptions today, as the investigation remains ongoing. Anyone with information is asked to get in touch. More former employees of an embattled former grocery store are claiming they were not properly paid. We'll go to CTV's Tony Grace live in studio for a closer look at this and more. Tony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Leanne. Dutchie's Fresh Market and its director, Michael Rankema, have already been ordered by the courts to pay 13 former employees following charges involving wage theft. Tonight, we're hearing from other workers who say they are still waiting for proper paychecks. That includes Natalia Savka, one of 4 newcomers from Ukraine who we heard from last year when we first broke this story. Savka claims she's still owed about $4,000, and her son, who also worked there, is owed about $3,800. She feels newcomers have been taken advantage of.
They don't have information, experience, and I hope it's after that story, it's something change and it will be better and never be again.
The Waterloo store closed a few weeks ago for good. At the time, Rankema's lawyer said the 13 former employees involved in the court case have been paid. We reached out to Rankema. He did not want to comment today. CTV's Heather Centerin has more at 6. We're also hearing from others who say they were recent Dutchie's employees right before it closed. They say even after the story went public, along with news about the guilty plea in the wage theft case, some employees were still not getting full wages. Waliula says he's owed thousands of dollars and says even when he did get paid, it was not for the full amount.
And then he make my one check. He didn't make my full hours. And I asked him I work more than this. He said, no, I'm not paying for you guys because there's no customer, there's no busy, you guys didn't put something.
CTV's Jeff Pickle will bring us more from former employees. We'll see you for those stories and more at 6. Leanne, back over to you.
Okay, Tony, appreciate it. Thanks very much. And Alex is here as we turn to the forecast on this Monday to start the week. A little bit chilly, but not too bad out there if you bundled up and had an extra layer on.
Oh yeah, we're getting used to more winter-like conditions.
Yep, we are.
Especially after the weekend. So depending on where you are joining us from, you could have seen some flurries, you could have seen some heavier flakes, even a little bit of rain over Saturday and Sunday. But not a bad day overall to start. Again, maybe a little bit slick if maybe you were out for a early dog walk or taking the kids to the bus stop. We had to slow down a little bit taking the dog out because it was chilly and it was the sidewalks a little bit slick. Again, we're still kind of getting used to these more winter-like conditions, even though we are still technically, of course, in fall. But as we look at our satellite and radar map, not too much activity across southern, southwestern Ontario at this point. Seeing some earlier flurries. Getting into your evening, overnight hours, there is a chance for a little bit more flurry activity expected. Temperature-wise, here in Kitchener-Waterloo, we are sitting at 1 degree. 2 was our daytime high. We hit that twice today at 12 and then once again at 2 o'clock this afternoon. 0 right now in Mount Forest, 3 in Goderich. If you're a little bit more southwest, a little bit warmer over there this hour. But yeah, a little bit more flurry activity possible before we could be in for some sunshine. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But as we take a live look from uptown Waterloo from our tower camera, we're still seeing a bit of that cloud cover out there. But again, not too much activity right now, Leanne.
Yeah, a little bit of a dreary day. The sun was trying all day, but didn't really make too much of an appearance. Taking a break, tell you what you need to know. Coming together to help fellow students take part in extracurricular clubs and programs. Soup for Supper. The fundraiser takes place Thursday. You can check it out between 6 and 8:30 at Grand River Collegiate Institute. Tickets are $15 and all proceeds raised support student fees and initiatives. The mayor of Waterloo would like to explore bringing a high-performance aquatic facility to the city. A motion going to council outlines the need for a facility where elite athletes can train and that can also host competitions. The only 50-meter pool in Waterloo region is at Wilfrid Laurier University, and it is getting older. The mayor says building a new high-performance facility would require the support of higher levels of government.
Really what I want to do with this motion, if it passes next Monday, is to send a clear signal to the provincial government in particular, and possibly the federal government, to say, we know that they have some money for recreation facilities. So to say to them, look, we are interested in working with you.
Don't realize how long 15 minutes.
The motion is scheduled to be discussed by councillors at next Monday's meeting. A major road in downtown Paris that's been closed for a huge overhaul will be reopening just in time for a holiday tradition. The County of Brant says on Friday construction will wrap up for the year on the section of Grand River Street North between the Nith River Bridge to Mechanic Street. That'll be just in time for the town's Jingle Bell Night, a major initiative of the local BIA, during which the street will be closed and then opened later that night.
All the infrastructure under the ground, the stuff we can't see, is complete, but we're still working on the surface area, and we'll see that finished in the spring of 2026. Friday night, it will all be open, so any work moving forward is going to be delayed into the spring, and they can do the work in the amenity space and maintain the sidewalk access in the spring as well.
At 6, CTV's Colton Weens will hear from business owners and tell us about the next phases of this major downtown renewal. Santa Claus came to town this weekend. The annual parade saw thousands line the streets of Kitchener Saturday morning. And although the event helps kick off the holiday season, it also serves as a reminder of what the spirit of the season is all about. Here's CTV's Ashley Bacon.
The 2025 KW Santa Claus Parade kicking off the holiday season here in Waterloo Region.
Be happy, enjoy yourself, ring those bells, and let's have some fun.
The event is run by the Lions Club of Kitchener with the help of an army of volunteers to ensure everything goes off without a hitch. For band director Mary Dalton, it's about meeting the people along the parade route.
When you hear someone turn to you, like happened to me this morning, and said, this is my very first Santa Claus parade, and they were not a kid, they were a young adult. And when people tell you that, you realize how wonderful Waterloo Region is and the fact that we do have this parade.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you.
Attendees were asked to consider donating to 3 causes at the parade, the Food Bank of Waterloo Region being one of them.
It's nice to give it away to people who are less fortunate enough to not have the money to buy groceries for everybody.
Local firefighters gathered donations for the Knights of Columbus toy drive as Region of Waterloo paramedics collected warm winter clothing on behalf of Sanguine Health Centre.
Unfortunately, there are quite a few community members that are in need this time of year. So this is one way that we're trying to help give back to the community. So we're collecting the winter clothing so we can have people can stay warm during the winter.
Dozens of floats and bands marched along the crowded streets, but of course most people were there to see one man dressed head to toe in white and red.
Ho, 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 ho. Hi, boys and girls.
The man of the hour asking for something special from the crowd.
I need you guys to do me a favor. On Christmas Eve, before you guys go to bed, put out some cookies because ho, ho, ho.
Organizers are already looking ahead, hoping to have even more volunteers sign up for 2026. Ashley Bacon, CTV News, Kitchener.
Stay with us. We have more coming up next, including Music Monday and your full forecast. But first, here's what you need to know. Take in some weekday OHL action as the Kitchener Rangers take on the rival Guelph Storm. Game night tomorrow at the Odd. Puck drop at 7 p.m. Tickets are available at the box office or online.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
A little bit of a dreary, cold start to the work week here, Alex. You know, November, that's the name of the game. You don't see much sunlight.
No, and if you didn't get used to it over the weekend, where it definitely felt more winter-like in some areas, today was definitely the day where we're starting to, again, get used to it. So hopefully we've got, you know, the layers out, the scarves, the warmer jackets now.
I will say, though, this weekend, I actually spent quite a bit of time outside. You just had to have multiple layers on when you were heading out.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's not too bad when the wind chill isn't terrible. But even not walking out this morning, it was a little bit slick out there, but we didn't have a crazy wind chill, so it actually felt a little bit more manageable. And yes, we're just kind of getting used to it day by day. As we take a live look outside, though, we are still seeing a little bit of a cloud cover as you settle in, a little bit dreary out there, but we're noticing a little bit of a sunset in the distance. So not too much activity, though, right across southern, southwestern Ontario. Right now, the good news, we could be in for a little bit of sunshine this week. We'll, of course, break that all down in just a little bit, but chance to see some flurry activity as we get into your overnight hours and even into the early morning hours, where we could see a little bit more of that cloud cover start to build up. Some areas too potentially could be in for just a little bit more snow. So depending where you're joining us from, Brantford, London, for example, anywhere north really of Kitchener, Waterloo at this point, closer to Mount Forest along the shores of Lake Huron, could see a little bit more accumulation at this time. So getting into the overnight, that cloud cover is still expected to be with us, while those flurries are also expected to be with us. And then it's really not until Wednesday. That's when we could get a little bit of some clearing, a little bit of a break, and really enjoy some sunshine and that vitamin D that we could enjoy and get in store for. But at this point, right now, 1 degree, that is what we are sitting at right here in Kitchener-Waterloo. 2 was our daytime high. We hit that twice today. Once at noon, the other at 2 o'clock this afternoon. A little bit further north, Mount Forest sitting at 0. Wyerton at 1. Windsor, though, slightly warmer, sitting at 5 degrees this hour. So overnight, -6. That is our expected overnight low. -9, though, with that wind chill. That's what it's going to feel closer to. And mainly cloudy. Again, the cloud cover expected to kind of stick with us. 40% chance of flurries. And in terms of how much snow or accumulation we could see with the flurry activity, we're seeing about 2 centimeters possible getting into your overnight hours. Tomorrow, 3 degrees is our expected daytime high. Again, that cloud cover expected to stick with us. Wind gusts today, depending on where you're located. Some wind gusts were upwards of 50 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow, we should seeing about 15 kilometers an hour or so. So definitely not as strong. In terms of our daytime highs and lows, we are sitting close to seasonal, slightly below for this time of year. 18.3, that was our daytime high that was set back on this day in 1953. And in terms of our overnight record low set back in 1959, 11.7, -11.7. That's what we saw in terms of overnight. That sun officially setting now before 5 o'clock, 4:56 p.m. officially. So over the next several days, expected to still be in that single-digit territory in terms of our daytime high. We could get down to as low as -5 for your overnight tomorrow. Again, that cloud cover expected to clear as we get into Wednesday, so that looks like a pretty good day to get any outdoor activities done outside. And then mix of sun and cloud expected for your Thursday with a high of 5 degrees. Angie is back for this week's Music Monday. Lots of entertainment to talk about, and including a lot of local entertainment as well, which is very, very exciting to see. Starting with Burton Cummings, Randy Bachman. We know there's a big reunion there, and there's also a local connection to.
Right on. Okay, so it's been 23 years since Burton Cummings and Randy Bachman have been together with the Guess Who. And you know how it goes, Alex. These men get together and it's just, you know, they just fight amongst each other and they just can't keep it together. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I do know that everything is great between the two of them now. They're setting out on a year-long tour, and they're stopping in London on June the 2nd. And so we've got tickets on Bounce Radio to give away. So every morning I am playing something called Bouncy-Okie. Okay. Now tomorrow you're going to have to sing the song, Clap for the Wolfman. All right, that's going to be your Bouncy-Okie song to sing to win your way to this concert.
You don't have to be a trained singer to take part.
No way, because that's, you know, as bad as you can get is as good as it's going to get.
Okay, okay. Keep that in mind then when you start calling in. Moving on to Lilith Faith, a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at the Princess Theatre. What's this about?
Okay, so I really love this. So this is actually at the Princess Theatre. Lilith Fair, I do believe this is from 2015. So they were recording everything that was going on behind the scenes because it was a groundbreaking concert of all women celebrating women, Lilith Fair. So there's behind-the-scenes interviews with Sarah McLachlan, Bonnie Raitt, all of the women that were there performing for that very first Lilith Fair. So it's at 7 o'clock at the Princess Theatre. Just a whole cast of shining stars that made that event happen.
And of course, center in the square, no shortage of entertainment, starting with Tina, the Tina Turner musical. You may have seen some ads or some promos for it right here on CTV, and we've been chatting about it too on the radio as well, but that's going to be one to look forward to.
Now it's only here for, I think, what is it, 2 or 3 shows, but we're giving away tickets for that too, imagine, but you don't have to sing. So Michelle Cruz is doing that in the afternoon on Bounce Radio, Bounce 99.5. So there's 2 tickets to win for you. That is Saturday, November 29th at 8 p.m. Tina, the Tina Turner musical. Or if you can, you know, or in word conservation, Teener.
Teener.
Yes, that'll work too.
Say that 10 times.
Teener, yes.
And a couple other really neat performances to look forward to. Same location, center in the square as well.
Blue Rodeo, they're doing 2 on January 9 and 10. Gowan comes in February. Centerinthesquare.com. We've got Papa Roach and the Used. There you go. You know, coming to the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium December 6th. And if you're, you know, looking for something fun, head up the road to Rogers, to our friend at Rural Roots in Elmira. Almost needed help with that, Alex. Where are they? In Elmira, because Groove Yard is playing there on Saturday night.
No shortage of great music or entertainment.
Yay!
All right, Angie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
There is no place like home. Here's what you need to know as we head to break. Between November 27th and 30th, you can check out the KW Musical Productions performance of The Wizard of Oz at the Humanities Theatre in Waterloo. Everyone's welcome to attend. Tickets are available online.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. CTVKitchener.ca, your home for news.
It's time to build a toy mountain.
Make this holiday season merry for so many kids.
Bring new unwrapped toys to your local Canadian Tire.
All in support of the Salvation Army.
We'll be collecting donations from November 19th to December 24th.
With all donations helping families right here in our community.
Toy Mountain, supported by the Core Group, Goman's Appliances, and the Crack Specialists.
Let's make this the best toy mountain ever.
Visit ctvkitchener.ca for more ways to donate.
In tonight's Digital Dive, the Guelph Gryphons have made history with the first ever National Men's Rugby Championship. In Montreal last night, the team defeated the École de Technologie Supérieure 18-13 in the gold medal game of the 2025 Canadian University Men's Rugby Championship. You can read more about it on our website, ctvnewskitchener.ca. And here's the final 5 stories we're following. The Ontario Liberals are proposing a new fund to tackle youth unemployment rates.
Right now, more than 200,000 young people are looking for work. Summer job postings are down 22%, and the average young person is waiting 3.5 months just to find a job, the longest wait in almost 30 years. These aren't just numbers, these are young people they're trying to pay the rent, buy groceries, just to start their lives.
The Liberals say the Youth Career Fund would create between 47,000 to 75,000 jobs for young people. The fund would use money from the Protecting Ontario account. The fund would cover a portion of 35-hour minimum wage jobs over 4 months. The Liberals say 75,000 new youth jobs would lower Ontario's youth unemployment rate to just over 10%, well below the national average. Fewer snowbirds say they'll be heading south this winter, with many looking to spend their winter overseas instead. An online poll from Snowbird Advisor shows a 15% drop in the number of Canadians planning to head stateside. Meanwhile, the number of residents planning to travel to Mexico, Spain, or another warm destination has nearly doubled. More than half of people surveyed said that while they are skipping a trip to the U.S. this year, they would consider returning in the future.
Last play. Alexander needs a touchdown. Heaving it down the field, into the end zone, deflected, and it falls to the field.
For only the 5th time in history, the Saskatchewan Roughriders are Grey Cup champions. They defeated the Montreal Alouettes 25-17 in a showdown that went right down to the wire. The Alouettes had that one final shot to win it with that late Hail Mary pass, but the crucial moment came on their previous possession. Riders quarterback Trevor Harris passed for 302 yards and was named Grey Cup MVP. There is a new virtual learning tool to help donkey owners. The Donkey Sanctuary of Canada creating an online education platform to help spread best practices throughout the community. The first free information video is now active on its website, which takes a deep look at essential care of the animals.
It's a great introduction video to learning about donkey housing, how to set up your farm, what kind of vet care they require, as well as farrier and any kind of health resources.
The second video in the series is set to be released next month with a focus on nutrition.
Wake up, Woody, wake up, please. Thank you for waking me up.
And finally for us, wake up, Woody. The holiday season has now begun in Nova Scotia now that Woody the talking Christmas tree is wide awake. Large crowds, including Santa Claus, gathered in Dartmouth's Micmac Mall this weekend to sing and help wake him up. To mark the occasion, the mall held a festive PJ party, which included face painting, live entertainment, and glitter tattoos. Once the song was over, Woody opened his eyes and was ready to greet all of his guests. And the mall was a pretty busy place then, too. Can attest to it. Woody's been around a long time. I remember growing up with him there at Micmac Mall. That's it for us. Tony Grace has your next local news at 6. Have a good night.